LeAnn Rimes has been forced to hit pause on her tour after revealing she's battling what she called a severe illness, and the sudden announcement has left fans shocked, concerned, and searching for answers as one of country pop's most recognizable voices steps away from the stage at a critical moment in her career. LeAnn Rimes took to social media on April 29, 2026 to break the news herself, confirming that she would be postponing multiple concerts scheduled for the end of April and early May. In her own words, she said, "Due to severe illness, I am unable to travel and perform this week," a statement that immediately signaled that this was not a minor issue, but something serious enough to disrupt a carefully planned tour schedule. The shows affected were part of her highly anticipated 30 Years of Blue tour, a milestone celebration of her decades-long career that began when she was just a teenager and quickly rose to international fame. The postponed dates included performances in Spokane and Seattle, originally scheduled for April 30th and May 1st, which have now been pushed to later dates as her team waits for her recovery. What makes this situation particularly emotional is the tone of her message. She didn't just deliver a routine update, she opened up in a way that made it clear how deeply this decision impacted her. She described herself as truly heartbroken, a phrase that resonated with fans who know how much performing means to her. For an artist whose entire identity has been built around her voice and her connection to live audiences, stepping away from the stage is never an easy choice. And while she did not disclose the exact nature of the illness, the phrase severe illness has raised concern across the industry. This isn't a case of a mild cold or temporary discomfort. The fact that she specifically mentioned being unable to travel and perform suggests a condition that affects both her physical strength and possibly her vocal ability, two things that are absolutely essential for a live performer. Fans immediately flooded her social media with messages of support, with many urging her to take all the time she needs to recover. Comments ranged from heartfelt prayers to personal stories about how her music has impacted their lives, turning the announcement into a collective appreciation for her legacy. To understand why this news has hit so hard, you have to look at who LeAnn Rimes is and what she represents. She burst onto the music scene in the late 1990s with a voice far beyond her years, quickly becoming one of the youngest country stars to achieve mainstream success. Her breakout hit, How Do I Live, became a global phenomenon, followed by a string of successful albums and crossover hits that solidified her place in both country and pop music. Over the years, she has built a career that spans multiple decades, navigating changes in the music industry while maintaining a loyal fan base. Her ability to adapt, evolve, and stay relevant has been one of her defining strengths, and that's why this current setback feels so significant. It interrupts a moment that was meant to celebrate everything she has accomplished. The 30 Years of Blue tour wasn't just another series of concerts. It was a milestone event, marking 30 years since her debut album, Blue, introduced her to the world. The tour was designed to be both a retrospective and a celebration, bringing together her classic hits and newer material in a way that highlights her growth as an artist. So, when news broke that multiple shows were being postponed, it didn't just affect ticket holders, it disrupted a larger narrative that fans had been excited to be part of. Still, the response has been overwhelmingly supportive, with many fans emphasizing that her health should come first, no matter what. Behind the scenes, postponing concerts is never a simple decision. It involves coordination with venues, ticketing platforms, crew members, and travel logistics. There are financial implications, contractual obligations, and scheduling challenges that all have to be managed. The fact that her team moved quickly to reschedule the shows rather than cancel them outright suggests that they are optimistic about her recovery, even if the exact timeline remains uncertain. The Spokane and Seattle shows have already been rescheduled to May 31st and June 2nd, respectively, giving her a few weeks to rest and recover. Ticket holders have been informed that their tickets will remain valid for the new dates, or they can opt for refunds if they are unable to attend. This situation also comes at a time when LeAnn Rimes has been open about various health and wellness challenges in her life. Over the years, she has spoken candidly about dealing with anxiety, depression, and autoimmune conditions like psoriasis. She has also shared insights into alternative wellness treatments she has explored, including a recent procedure that gained attention online. All of this adds context to the current situation. While there is no confirmed link between her past health experiences and this current illness, it highlights the reality that even seasoned performers are not immune to physical setbacks. Touring is physically demanding, requiring constant travel, late nights, and intense vocal performance, all of which can take a toll on the body. For an artist whose voice is her primary instrument, any illness that affects her ability to sing is particularly concerning. Vocal health is delicate, and pushing through illness can sometimes lead to longer-term damage. That's why many experts and fans are praising her decision to step back rather than risk further harm. The entertainment industry has seen many examples of artists pushing themselves too far, sometimes with serious consequences. In that context, LeAnn Rimes' decision to prioritize her health sends an important message about knowing when to pause, even in a high-pressure environment where expectations are constantly high. Public reaction hasn't been limited to fans. Fellow artists and industry insiders have also expressed their support, acknowledging both her talent and her professionalism. Many have pointed out that it takes courage to make a decision like this, especially when so many people are counting on you. At the same time, there's an undeniable sense of uncertainty. Without a clear diagnosis or recovery timeline, fans are left wondering how long this pause might last and whether additional shows could be impacted. Their team has promised to provide updates as more information becomes available, but for now, the focus remains on her recovery. This moment also highlights the evolving relationship between celebrities and their audiences. In the past, updates like this might have been delivered through official press releases with limited personal insight. Today, artists like LeAnn Rimes communicate directly with fans, sharing not just the facts, but also their emotions. That level of transparency creates a deeper connection, but that means that moments like this feel more personal. And that personal connection is exactly what we're seeing in the response. Fans aren't just reacting to a postponed concert, they're reacting to a person they feel they know, someone whose music has been part of their lives for years. As the days pass, all eyes will be on her next update. Will she be able to return to the stage as planned in late May? Will additional shows be impacted? And most importantly, what exactly is she dealing with? For now, those questions remain unanswered, but what is clear is that LeAnn Rimes is taking the necessary steps to recover, and she has the full support of her fans as she does. Her career has been defined by resilience, from her early rise to fame to the challenges she has faced along the way, and if history is any indication, this will be another chapter that she navigates with strength and determination. Until then, fans will be waiting, not just for the rescheduled concerts, but for the moment she returns to the stage, healthy and ready to perform again. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.